Welcome back once again. We're here with the Late Afternoon Show with Donnie C. And today's episode will feature another important student from the Department of Communication, Media, Art, and Design. She'll talk to us about what she does and why it's important for students to be in the know. We've also got a great segment featuring yet another CMAD student that'll give you an in-depth look at them and their outlook on cooking, life, and humanity. Now, despite our attempts to get the provost to cancel spring break, he has denied all of our requests, and as a result, we will not have an episode over the next 2 weeks. I know. It's heartbreaking, but when we get back, we'll pick up right where we left off and hopefully have some even more exciting guests and surprises for you all. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Attention Morehead State Eagles, the court is calling. It's not just a game, it's a show, and our Eagles are putting on a slam dunk performance night after night. High-flying dunks, clutch threes, and that unbeatable home court energy, but they can't do it without you. Pack LST Johnson Arena, bring the noise. We're the gold and blue with pride. This is our house. This is Eagle basketball.
And we are joined today by Emma Hall. Emma, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. What is it that you do?
So I'm a senior media production and journalism major from Ashland, Kentucky. I have a photo minor. I'm the editor of the Trailblazer. So I do a lot of writing stories, interviewing people, going and shooting sports, running workshops, that kind of thing.
So what all goes into being the editor at a newspaper like the Trailblazer?
A lot more than you would think. So Not only do we have weekly meetings with our staff and our leadership, but also constant communication and editing stories, making sure things are going smoothly with, just updating people on campus and also off campus about what's going on.
What kind of things are happening around campus these days?
Well, you know a lot about the renovations.
Uh-huh.
You wrote some of those stories.
I have written a couple stories about the renovations going on campus.
Yeah, so High School Art Day was today. Just to name a couple of things, we just got finished hosting the 16th Region Basketball Tournament, which I shot for the Daily Independent.
Well, how was that?
It was great. It's my 4th year, my final year shooting it. So.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Or I'm sorry, I don't know, either one.
A little bit of both.
Okay. So who won the tournament?
Ashland girls won, and then Boyd County boys won.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
So do you mostly cover sporting events or just events around campus, sporting events?
I primarily cover sports now, but I also done a lot of local events, and I do Fraley Fest every year at Carter Caves. I do the Pride event every year, so.
What's your favorite sport to cover?
Basketball.
Why basketball?
The environment is so great. Everybody's in a close proximity, and you can kind of feel their energy. And then also they're coming straight at you, and you're just taking the photos, so you really can't beat that.
What other sports do you like to cover?
I've done soccer and football. I've done a lot of baseball, a little bit of golf. So I just kind of dabble here and there.
The baseball team, they've kind of had some ups and downs. Have you gotten to cover them a lot this season yet?
I haven't covered them yet, but I want to get into that as soon as the basketball season's over.
I was going to ask you how you think baseball will do, but if you haven't gotten to see them in person,
clue,
it's a little hard to tell. They beat Louisville and Kentucky, but...
Yeah, so big deal there, but...
Yeah, but then they dropped against, who was it, Northern Kentucky, I think?
Oh, yeah.
So interesting person to lose to after you beat the other two big names in the state. But
yeah, a little disappointing.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
But that's what we've got for now. We're going to go cut to a segment, and we'll come back with more from Emma.
I like to cook, and I don't even really like to cook that much. I like to bake, and baking's fine, and it's a good time. But it really feels like as long as I've been conscious that that's just kind of like what I default picked to do. And then I just kind of picked it and I stuck with it, and then it became my thing. And then I was like, well, now I'm really stuck into this. So I would cook a lot with my mama on both sides of my family, and that was great, and I enjoyed that a lot. And just keeping recipes alive, because cooking is such a big part of Appalachia, and it feels like a lot of that is dying. So I think it's still super important to keep up with that and hold recipes and keep those traditions alive. But really, it feels like as long as I was like awake as a human, it's what I wanted to do, and that's what I told everybody, and that's what I really, really tried to convince myself I wanted to do, until I was like, it just kind of hit me all at once. I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell like my best friend, I didn't tell anybody that I was like not gonna do it. I don't think I told my parents that I wasn't gonna go to culinary school until I already signed up to come here. And I was like, hey, I'm not going to I remember they were going to bed, and I was just like, hey, I'm not going to culinary school, and I signed up to go to Moorhead, but I had to pick a major. So I just kind of, everybody was like, do radiology, it's easy in 2 years, and they make a lot of money. So I did radiology, and I didn't feel like super into it, but I was like, I was just thinking like monetarily at that point. But I talked to my friend Evan Glover a lot about MPJ, because we worked together a lot in high school and did stuff, and we were really good friends. And I was like, this is interesting and sounds fun, but I was like, we'll see what happens. So I did radiology for a whole week. I went in on Monday, and then Thursday I had my radiology, like my intro to radiology class, and I said, I'm not doing this. This is awful. In my journalistic career, if you can call it that, up to this point, I've covered a lot of sports. That's been like the brunt of what I've done. I've always loved sports. I'm a big football fan, go Bengals, who they. But I've covered a lot of basketball, and I was never too deep into college sports, so I wasn't like a huge UK fan or anything. And then I came here, and I had like heavily latched on to all sports, because I didn't have prior interest in anything else. But I always stopped when I was considering doing MPJ. I was like, if I do it, I want to do sports in some capacity, whether it's broadcast or whether it's like journalism or anything like that. I was like, football, basketball, professional wrestling. It's like, those are like something that I want to do. I'll just like shout outs to all my people in MPJ, everybody in Trailblazer, all my editors. I feel like every time I talk to anybody in any of my classes, especially in Trailblazer, or when I go and shoot with people, I feel like every time I learn so much in what showtime we have, the whole editor staff, Emma, Allison, Olivia, Aiden, Talon, shout out all you guys. Shout out John Flavel, my favorite guy.
Moorhead State University offers a free shuttle bus during the day for students attending classes on campus. During the semester, Monday through Friday, the bus makes its first stop at Baird Music Hall, next to the Bell Tower. Then, the bus makes its way to Ada. Lastly, the bus stops at the Share Building on 2nd Street. The MSU shuttle bus operates from 7:30 a.m. to 5:15 p.m. To learn more about shuttle services, head to moorheadstate.edu/transportation services.
And welcome back. We are back with Emma. Emma, do you have any exciting stories from working at the Trailblazers that you can share with us?
Okay, so I have one involving you.
Oh.
Yeah. So last semester we were covering the Storytelling Festival.
Oh, yes.
Which was great. It was for The Independent.
It was a lot of fun, too.
I picked you and Aiden Barker up, and you guys were like, whoa, you're driving crazy. And I said, I've never been pulled over before. And I
Very confident about the not ever being pulled over thing.
Never had even a scare. Pull onto Main Street, immediately get pulled over. And then they asked me and you for our IDs, even though you're not driving.
Right. I was kind of confused on why they asked me for my ID. Because what did I do? I'm just sitting here chilling.
I guess.
And I won't lie, there was a point where I was going to be like, no, I'm not going to give you my ID. But I was like, you know what? Let me not cause problems for everybody else in the car.
I've never met either of you guys before.
Yeah, right.
Immediately get pulled over. Yeah, got a warning.
It was a good way to honestly kick off the day. I think it got everybody, kind of out of their...
Loosened up, not nervous anymore.
It was like nothing crazier than this is going to happen.
Yeah, no. Right. And then we stayed in the Trailblazer till 1 to finish the story.
We did. And it was a great story, too.
I slept in my car that night before work.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I couldn't make it to work if I went to bed at 1. I had to wake up at 4.
So what else do you do?
I'm a barista at Starbucks.
Ooh, exciting.
So exciting.
Yeah, how's that?
Great. The schedule's a little rough. Waking up at 4 a.m. and then class until like 7:30.
Yeah, I would
So
not
fun.
do that.
Yeah, so fun.
What's your favorite drink to make, if you have a favorite drink to make?
Any kind of cold brew.
Okay.
Super easy. Yeah, cold brew chai. Anything that's gonna like just be quick and easy.
So
Yeah.
let's say that I walk in and I walk up
Okay.
to the counter and I'm like, just get me what you think I would want.
Oh. Okay.
What would you get for me?
I feel like you get like a shaken espresso. Or
What's
like
a shaken
latte.
espresso?
It's like syrup
an
and espresso.
espresso
You
that's
shake
shaken?
It. Yeah. Self-explanatory.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it? Does that come with different flavors? Like,
yeah,
can I
yeah.
choose?
Yeah, any kind of syrups or foams
Okay.
or anything.
I do like usually whenever I go, I get the vanilla bean frappuccino. That's been my go-to since I
Yeah.
was like a little kid. And my sisters got that for me because they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you'll like this." So that's always been my go-to. Is there like a stereotype
like
about
not
vanilla bean frappuccinos
Bad,
or something?
It's just like a little tedious to make.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You're
Well,
one of those,
I'm sure
yeah.
there's a lot of Starbucks workers that have not
Yeah.
appreciated me
No,
coming in
hey,
and
there's
ordering.
like always way worse.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe it.
So what's the worst thing to make?
Oh, just like seeing all the stuff that people put in there is just crazy.
Yeah, they give people the customization options,
Way
especially like
too
on the
much.
app, and
Yeah.
then they're like,
Like
"Oh,
13
let me go
pumps of
crazy
syrup
with this."
and yeah, ridiculous.
They start feeling like they're in front of like one of the Coca-Cola machines.
Oh yeah, except I'm doing it. So.
That's all we've got for this part of the interview. We're going to cut to another commercial, and then we will be right back. That is all that we've got for the show today. Emma, do you have any closing notes you want to drop before we leave?
Just check out the Trailblazer on our social media and our website.
Awesome. Thank you all for watching, and as always, have a great night.